The day has finally come. The game I talk about on stream, it will be played. The dreaded Dark Souls of the Super Nintendo. Super Emperor Strikes Back. God help us all. Other than that, what's up everybody? Good to see you. Welcome back to the stream. Yes, I will be tackling a childhood game of mine, I guess teenager game. Well, it's technically a teen when I got it, but whatever. Semantics. I'm old. I'm used to it. Super Empire Strikes Back, or Star Wars Super Empire Strikes Back. And good God almighty, this game is stupidly hard. It's not like people say like Lion King is hard, like, oh God, Lion King is too hard. It's like, no. I got a game that can just beat your ass into the ground, and this game will do it. So yes, as Ronnie has pointed out, Nintendo finally gave us free Super Nintendo games. I have not tried them out yet, but I am afraid to, because I tried the Nintendo ones, and the emulator for that is horrifically bad. We're talking at least 5 to 8 frames of input delay. It's really, really bad. It's the crappiest emulator they could have written for it. They couldn't even steal a good emulator. Like, hey, we're just going to steal, like, SNES 9X, which puts at least 2 frames of lag on there. They couldn't even do that. They made their own, and it's terrible. So, Super Star Wars is like the one game I don't have. I have physically own Super Empire Strikes Back. I have the cart for that. And I have Super Return of the Jedi complete in box. But I do not own Super Star Wars. Actually, I really want to add it to my collection just to complete the trilogy. But I don't like that game, to be honest. I think Empire, pardon me, just like took the best parts. It was like the best refinement of the series, of like, you know, of all the games that they had. Excuse me. I mean, Star Wars, Super Star Wars has been ported to PlayStation 4 of all things, which is crazy. But Empire really took those kind of base concepts and really expanded upon it and made it to its own thing. In stereo. Now this is the THQ version, I think it was, because there's actually 2 different versions. I own the JVC, which is the first revision. And then, for whatever reason, it changed hands and THQ was able to publish the game. Which is what they did. And so there's 2 different versions. So you can have a JVC version or you can have a THQ version. Brave, Jedi, easy. So we're doing on normal, which is brave. Back in the day, my brother and I literally used to beat this game. We were doing like proto speedrunning before speedrunning was a thing. And we could beat the game on Jedi in about 2 hours. Which is, I'm sure now, is a completely laughable time with speedrunners and such, but Special X, that should be good. But the thing I love, though, is that I know a secret code for this game that I've never seen pop up anywhere on the internet and no one's ever taught it. You know, no one's ever spread it around, and I'm not going to tell you. But I will show you. It's a very simple code, but, like, no one's figured it out. But it lets you do some fun stuff with the intro and different cinematics. Like this. Nope. Perfect. Just like that. No, a little bit. Yeah, there. No. There we go. That's better. That's much better. Alright, hopefully everybody got that really good. Okay, perfect. If you didn't, oh, you missed it, we'll bring it back. I can spin it around for you, or... Tell you what, let's go visit the Star Wars logo again. We'll visit that thing. That's kind of cool. Star Wars! Opening crawl! There we go. Beautiful. I don't think it loops back. There we go. It's on a timer, so no matter what, you kind of screw around with things. Like, do a barrel roll! And that's all the fun stuff I can interact with right now at the time being, but like other parts of the game I can still mess with like different text on screen. let's pause that real quick. So yeah, it's a code that I know, and like nobody else knows apparently. And didn't know that this thing wasn't full screen. There we go. There we are. Now we're looking beautiful. And center screen. And you see what my run ahead latency is set to. 1 second. Latency, it's on set for 2. Let's turn that off real fast just to make sure. Oh, I'm about to get hit. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 3 starts to move, so it looks like 2 is the one. 2 is what we need to have it on. Okay, we're good now. Up, on, there we go. That removes all the input lag. Yeah, so if you've never played this game is just stupidly hard. So people will say like Lion King is the hardest Super Nintendo game. They've never played this one. Super Star Wars was hard, but this game is like just about impossible. Yes. No, that's it usually does smell bad, Morg, but it's just me. Also, welcome back. Yeah, so that code I put in earlier, I can mess with the text here again, but that's pretty much just about it. And here we go! I hope you got it. Tauntaun score! Go, Tauntaun, go! Die horribly. Yeah, so you try to aim down, and you just get off your Tauntaun instead. If you jump. There are blind jumps you have to make. Lightsaber, please. No, damn it, Luke. Alright, I don't think Tauntaun's gonna be making it this time. There's also like hidden power-ups and stuff like that all throughout the place, so you want to keep checking for stuff like that. If the Tauntaun dies, it's not a problem. The Tauntaun just dies. He comes back. It's like, man, this game is crazy. Yeah, so I beat this game legit, like, easily as a youth. And my brother and I used to, like, basically speedrun this back before speedrunning was a thing on Jedi. It'd take us about maybe 2 hours or so to beat the game. It's like, I think back to that time, like, man, I was a lot better at video games back then, because now I'm just terrible. Yeah, this game is pretty crazy. It's actually, in my opinion, a little bit easier than Super Star Wars just because you have your lightsaber at the start. Whereas like Super Star Wars, you don't get like the lightsaber until like the very end of the game, just about. But yeah, this game it's hard for, like, no reason. Just like, yeah, we'll make a game. We'll make a Star Wars game. We're gonna make this the hardest dang game you've ever played. We're gonna have blind jumps into pits. We're gonna have droids shooting at you for no reason. I mean, everybody remembers this part in, like, you know, Empire. I remember it. It's my favorite movie. Everyone remembers the part where Luke goes into the caves. So the big thing with this game is basically finding the weapon power-ups as quickly as possible. You want to get the gun power-ups. Actually, I wanted to get that nice little health extender. That would have been nice. The game sucked me up instead. It's not gonna suck me up again, huh? Okay. So you have blaster power-ups. Now I have the flame shot, which is a little bit stronger. But if you die, you lose it all. So you have to be really careful with it. Like, make sure you do not lose your gun upgrades. Because you want to get plasma, which is the strongest gun weapon there is. And that will just defeat a lot of bosses really quick-like. Shield. Yeah, then your shorts got all tangled up. Spaceballs, the only movie I can really think of. Don't knock me over the edge, you jerk. It's like one of the few PG movies that has like the F-bomb in it. One up, that's definitely needed. Yeah, it's funny, I don't remember Hoth having this much life anywhere. Crap, come on. Yes, exactly. Nothing, fuck, not everything in the future works. It's such a great line. I mean, that movie's just full of them. It's like, we caught them. It's like, you idiots, you caught their stunt doubles. It's like, the girl, like the guy playing the girl is like, he's got like a mustache. Okay, alright, that was a thing. Oh, you son of... One's gonna drop me a health power-up, huh? Why is it not? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This game trolls, man. There we go. Super Metroid and Switch controls seem to have a noticeable input lag. The problem with like Super Metroid is that that game has horrendous input lag to begin with. Which is what really bugs me when people are like, this is a perfect game, 10 out of 10. It's like, even on the actual console, it's got like at least 5 to 6 frames of lag of input. It's really slow. But when I played the Nintendo ones, I haven't tried the Super Nintendo games that they just put out. But the Nintendo ones had at least, for it varied per game, at least between 5 to 8 frames of lag, just depending on what you were playing. Alright, I got the Seeker, which is a... seeks out bad guys. It's rather upfront and very descriptive of itself, what it does. This is actually a quite useful gun to have. You're supposed to... there you are. It's like, where you at, dude? Very tricky pattern. You can still screw it up, though. You can still get hit by that, freeze breath. It was pretty cool to see that they put Stunt Race FX on, which is pretty cool. You know, they added that in as one of the games, because it has not been released on anything else to this point. Run, you idiot! Run, you fool! Fly, you fools! I remember that part from Star Wars. When Obi-Wan yelled that part. Now, one of these pits actually has invisible platforms you can stand on and get, like, extra life and power-ups and everything else. And I ain't doing that. So I can't remember which one it is, more importantly. Pardon me. I swear these guys are yelling, Yoda! Yoda! There's a vent right up here? Yeah. Nope, no, there's not. I was mistaken. That's the vent. I don't know what triggers me going up into it. Yes, Clown Strife. This is, like, super sadistic game. You are completely dead right. I said, this is like, people say like, oh, the Dark Souls of Super Nintendo. Oh my god, I forgot about that instant death. So I lost all those blaster upgrades. I'm back down to crappy laser. Yeah, people are like, oh, you know, Lion King is the Dark Souls of Super Nintendo. It's like, you've clearly never played this game before, huh? I always feel entertained to have a machine in 2017 rather than buy a new game, something from 1994 on it. Yes. It's like, the developers hate you, the game. Yeah, I swear, it seems like random for whenever it pulls you up. And didn't feel like doing it all the way and throwing me back into the pit again. Oh, great. Okay, so I just have... Still a blaster? What the heck did I get? I thought there was a gun up there. Hey, Nimix. It always, like, impresses me with this game that somehow my brother and I were able to beat this on Jedi. Like, speedrunning before speedrunning was a thing. On Jedi, from start to finish, like, no problem. And now it's like, oh my god, how did I do that? It's like, clearly my skills have diminished in the years since I was a teenager. Yeah, something, man. I don't know what it was. I mean, and of course, you know, sound like the old person like, oh, games are harder when I was a kid. It's like, no, seriously, they were. Game developers have admitted to this fact. They're like, oh yeah, we intentionally made them really hard. Yeah, ET is legit. Actually, it's kind of funny. It's like if you actually read the instruction manual, which nobody ever will, for ET, it kind of outlines how to play the game. But if you don't have that, then it's like just about impossible and it's a terrible game. It's still bad, but I mean, it's like if you actually understand the concept behind it, it's like, oh, okay, I see what they're getting now, what they were trying to do. Yes, the most mightiest move. Stay away! Get your rave party going, though. Oh yeah, rave party. It's like so much for a barren rock with like no life on it. Apparently, they're full of crap. It's too cold, nothing lives on Hoth. I'm like, I think you may want to, redo that assessment there, Chief. Yes, but is ET too legit to quit? Well, only if you activate Hammer Time. I mean, that's the only one case that it's too legit to quit. But you have to make sure you do the hand symbols with it, everything else there, and you gotta remember to pray every day. Because otherwise, you can't touch it. And other MC Hammer songs that I really can't remember because it's been too long. Yay, blaster power, finally! I'm back to flame, which is still terrible. Well, you have to have the parachute pants. I mean, you're just a poser if you don't. I mean, how else are you going to be safe if the plane goes down that you're on and you don't have a parachute? Those parachute pants will save your life. MC Hammer, he wore them for a reason. Holy crap, that just like wiped out almost my entire life. Health sword, yeah, that's gonna be real helpful. How about some health? Health would be good. Oh, that's just nice to just spawn somebody out of nowhere. And we're back at the start of the level. Because this game is just sadistic. Oh, it is, legit. Now, one of my favorite Game Genie codes gave you infinite detonators, which was a lot of fun. You just like run through just causing a technicolor seizure of explosions, just wiping everything off the map. There we go. It's gonna hit me on the spikes. Nope. Detonator! Yeah! Blaster power! You've got blaster power! Not as good as boost power, but we'll take it. Nothing up here? There's gotta be something up here. Lame. Okay, yeah, land on the spikes, that's smart. It's ironic that the double jump is like your best weapon. Holy crap, these crystals just kill you. Ridiculous. It's like, please kill everything, I want to live. I must live! Really, game? Oh my god. It's like, you need to go up. We're gonna drop a Wanta, you know, like a Wampa, whatever this thing was. Alright, get some health. I think it was down this pit. That would be no. Let's try that. Nope. Okay, so it's not the pit I was thinking of. Yes, we all remember this part from Empire where he goes tobogganing down a hill on a big chunk of rock. I do. Okay, instant death. Good. Yeah, I got the Seeker. Okay. It's like, never stop firing, Luke. Oh good, the boss is dead. I'm going to find that pit. Is this it? That's classic Star Wars. Okay, I guess that's not it. So I remember when I was a kid, there was one of those pits, I'm not sure where it was somewhere on this level, where it had like hidden platforms, like, and you could just like stand there, and it had like a whole bunch of blaster power-ups and everything. Yes, we all remember the vast ocean waters of Hoth. There we go. By the way, the water hurts you. Because of course it does. Everything in this game is painful. Echo Station. Ah! I hope you got that. Okay, there we go. The fun of putting in codes to mess with the game. We spotted Imperial Walkers. Yes. Get to your speeders! First kill... Isn't this my base? Why is everything trying to kill me? Hurt me. It's really hard being in the rebellion. Everyone hates you, your own place is trying to murder you in your own base. Yeah, like I said, it helps that long ago I have beaten this game, so I know that I can make it through. And also, when you didn't have too many like Super Nintendo games, you got good at the ones you had, so that was another thing that helped too with this. Yes, I think now we have the flying level. I think maybe it's after the Mode 7 part. You're just like, you're in your ship, and you're taking up like 3/4 of the screen almost, it seems like. 10 probe droids, 10 speeder bikes. This was the coolest thing back in the day. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing looking. I can hit anything, that'd be good. Don't remember this much slowdown though, but it probably was. Okay, you need to get another biker. Do you know where I can find some bikers? Do you know where I can find some sailors? Just doing Imperial drive-bys. Hot side! Bad health, I need it. Was it? I will say though, Shadows of the Empire did like a really good Hoth level. That was like the best rendition of it at that time. There it is. It's like, where is that guy? I think the R button shoots my harpoons. Yep. Okay, doing this in mode 7, not the easiest thing. Alright, there's one. Of course, he spawns like right next to a hill. So come closer, give me your hearts, so I may gain your courage. Jeez, they are spawning in crappy locations. Hit me, knocked me off. Oh man, I'm almost dead. There's a herd. I'm like, I know it's around here. There it is. Okay, so we're just not gonna grab onto that. Okay, we're gonna ignore that. Apparently we have to do it from the right side. Yay, you lived! Do it again. Yeah, here's the crazy shooting part. It's like you're in a ship that's taking up like half the screen. Why? Because, like, why not? I mean, it's this game. We shouldn't really be too surprised at this point. Oh yeah, they'll shoot you from behind, too. And everything flies into you and damages you and kills you. Yeah. And randomly you get pushed forward too, there's no reason behind it. Just all of a sudden you'll just get pushed forward like into the screen. They're up where you can't shoot them. Now they've trapped me over there on the right. See, that's why it's like this game is just nonsense. This is why speedrunners play this game on easy and still die. It's like, and I'm playing it on normal. Trapped. The reason why I keep reloading is I don't want to lose my Seeker. Because I'm pretty sure if this game, like, even dying here, it'd strip me out of that and put me back on the blaster. Push me forward again. I'll just keep going. There's no checkpoints. Extra life awarded. Well, that's nice of them. No, Tailspin was not on the Super Nintendo. It was on the TurboGrafx 16 and the Sega Genesis. But not the Super Nintendo. See, the Lion King is what people usually say is the Dark Souls of the Super Nintendo, and for that I laugh, because the Lion King is easy. This game is legit Dark Souls of Super Nintendo. And you see this nonsense you're going against, it's pure luck if it lets you live or not. And just randomly, it just shoots you right from front. It'll push you forward, you get trapped in guys. They also have very strong weapons too, which are like almost as strong as plasma, which is why it does so much damage. There's nothing you can do. You take up half the screen. Yeah, no. Even speedrunners who speedrun this game, they're like, I don't know why I do it. They play it on easy and it's still a struggle. That should tell you something. And speedrunners have also told me, like, because I've talked to a couple of them there who've actually played this game, they're like, this part is just completely random. Which it is. Even I remember as a kid going like, well, it's just not gonna let me pass this today. It's like, seriously, like, how are you supposed to get through all this? I don't even know how I did this on Jedi. Which is the hardest difficulty. For me. Holy crap, it let me through. Save state. Save states in this game are gonna be there. Yeah, it's ridiculous. You literally take up half the screen. Oh, let me keep my seekers. How nice. How very generous of them. You can still see everyone's doing a crap ton of damage. Yes, use the Schwartz! Well, it's like what Nimix said, or not Nimix, Morg said, it's good to use until it gets all tangled up. Yes, the world misses John Candy. Or Uncle Buck. Thermal detonator, give me that. Yes, half! I don't think there's, like, hardly any gun upgrades in this part. So there's an easier way to kill this guy. Like, those little gun turrets right there is to actually have your lightsaber out and block, and it just reflects the gunshots into itself. Like that. There we go. So now I have Rapid Ion. This bad boy bounces off the ceilings and everything. Rapid fire death, it's great. Yeah, I always find it funny that like Facebook and Twitter gives you the ability to like your own posts. It's like, that just seems like extremely narcissistic. Probably do a save state right around now. Bill Pullman? Remember, you're supposed to be able to defeat this. These guys just don't stop coming, by the way. They're never going to make a Spaceballs 2. I mean, it's been like 35 years. Come on, aim down. Crap! So fucking close. If you're Darth Vader, would you dress your own kids to look like family? No. Because, you know, he's the ultimate father. He's the absentee father. He somehow forgot that his wife was pregnant with twins for like 25 years. And so the first thing you do is like, oh, he's like, I want to reconnect. And like Luke's like, hey man, you never like gave me a birthday card or anything. And he's like, yeah, well, I didn't really care. You know, run around the universe with my older lover / you know, master. We're in the world of those type of relationships. So, you know, I don't really think that, you know, you want to be dressed up to look like your father at that point, really. Yeah, people say the same thing about live-action Lion King and Aladdin. See, the live-action is different, though, from doing a sequel to a movie that's 35 years old at this point, and, like, half the cast are dead. Well, that was my one chance to beat it, because it gave me a shield so I could cheese it out. I can only hope for, like, a thermal detonator or something stupid at this point. See, in this game there is, like, no shame in stave stating. Will it get me through? No, it doesn't! Stop sliding, you idiot. Yeah. Yes, whatever happened to her? You killed her in a fit of rage. Yeah. I'm sorry, Han. I didn't catch that. What was that? Oh. The Imperial troops have entered the base. No, not that part. Oh. I'll find the princess and get her out on the Falcon. No, the other part. Do you have the evacuation code signal to get to your transports? Ah, okay. That works. Yes, they had to take liberties, if you will, with the story, you know, like the whole part where your play is, you know, Han Solo running around blasting everybody. Plasma! Yeah! Okay. So right now, I have, like, the best gun. This thing is powerful as heck. This is, like, never lose this gun. Let's have grenades too! Yeah! By the way, I have no idea where we're supposed to be going because I haven't played this part in like 20 years. Yeah, I mean, the A-Team was like known for like just destroying and like shooting so many bullets and never anyone getting hurt really. Which is impressive. They had like a 0 kill count. More impressive than like the bad guys constantly locking them up and like, you know, apparently all the bad guys were deaf too. Because it's like, alright, we're gonna lock you in this barn and kill you in like 3 hours. And it's fully equipped, we're not gonna tie you up, restrain you or anything, and then they don't hear them like building this humongous death machine that kills nobody. Car crashes, a giant fireballs, people just crawl away from wrecks. Yeah, there's always a Jeep, it always gets flipped over full of people, and they always walk away, no problem. No one's got a compressed spinal cord injury. No one's had their limbs broken. No one goes flying out of the Jeeps. You know, Mr. T is still driving that van that has, like, terrible steering suspension, apparently, because, I mean, it's like, he's moving that wheel over, then you're still driving straight. It's like, wow, you probably get that van checked out, buddy. I'm no mechanic, but I'm pretty sure that's not normal. Okay, so now we're right at a boss. Alright. Yes, he did a lot of ground rolls and went outside and fought whatever in the world this thing is. Yeah, so if you die, you lose the plasma, you go back to your weak blaster, which makes this, like, incredibly worse to do. Yep, you mean his roofied milk? There we go. See, everything hurts you. You blow up a box, you hit by the shrapnel, it hurts you. And apparently, you know, the rebels have, like, third-rate contractors, because apparently, like, everything keeps falling over. All the lamp fixtures, and... Oh, I turn my back this way. Do you want to come out? No? Okay, I was making contact. There we go. That's destroyed. And so robots are giving up hearts. Does this mean that they have, like, a soul and they're alive? Please don't kill me! Eat their hearts to gain their courage, the usual stuff. Okay, let's see. Yes, just tools like that Detroit Beyond Human game, which isn't about the civil rights. It's like, he's like, I don't know why people keep saying this game's like, you know, in parallel to like the civil rights movement. I don't understand how people are saying that. It's like, because it's what you did, and you're a blatant hack. You don't really make games, you just make movies that are interactive. Terrible ones. I remember there's one of these things had a gun up there and a heart. There it is. Yeah, like M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong? Yes. Now, people get, like, film buffs get really, really upset at me when I say this, but it's true. But M. Night Shyamalan is this generation's Orson Welles. Started at the top, worked his way to the bottom. Love all thermal detonators all of a sudden. I must confess I am not familiar with that meme. Yep, it's something maybe it didn't get stateside. Oh, hi. I mean, you were just standing there? You weren't trying to help me at all this entire time? God, you are the worst girlfriend ever. Okay, Bolts is never getting past that blockade. Got a few surprises in her left finger. Yeah, like, I'm sure. Alright, so now we get to fly around an asteroid field, which is kind of funny because a couple things about Star Wars that don't really hold true. One, asteroid fields, very sparsely populated. You can fly through one and not see an entire asteroid, really, because they tend to be over 1,000 kilometers apart from each other if that's, like, super dense. Two, the whole thing about hyperspace, like, we need to plot our course or we're just gonna end up in a sun or anything. With the amount of space and everything going there, you can literally spin around in a 360, pick a direction, and go. And you will not hit anything. You can go from one end of the universe to the next, and you will never hit a single object at all. You can do it at least, like, you know, they figured out, like, you can do at least 12 complete total round trips across the entire known universe, and you won't hit anything. You will never run into a single object, star, planet, asteroid, comet, nothing. Because space is just that humongous of an expanse. Plus, also, you won't be encountering random potatoes here either. George Lucas doesn't use actual physics, he does stuff. He also doesn't use actual locations to shoot on. It's all green screen. It's like, locations. I got computers for that. Yeah. You know, and right now, in my next version of Star Wars, I'm replacing, you know, Luke Skywalker with a kitten, because I always envisioned in my head that he was this cat, like this kitty cat. And he's got cat-like reflexes, so yeah, and, yeah, I am batshit crazy, yeah. It's like, Jesus. It's like, him selling Star Wars is the best thing that kind of happened because he couldn't screw with it anymore. How about the year in the Apollo missions dumped while in flight? You still wouldn't hit it. Yeah, it still rains out in New Jersey to this day. That would explain it. See, now I'm remembering how to navigate this stuff. Basically, just gotta keep, like, moving around to, like, throw them off your tail, because, like, if they're red on the radar, then they're behind you. And then green shows up in front, so they'll still take, like, pot shots from you, just won't come around. If you're shooting, you move your direction a little slower. Got too high. I'm like, oh, no, you need to get back down to the danger. There's the guy who was in the front of me, Taco Bell drive-thru ordering from was most difficult than any Ivy League entrance exam. Reminds me of the time... So, back in high school, a friend of mine named Adam was working at Taco Bell, and this is why I was living up in North Dakota, so it was like 20 minutes drive to get to town, to get to anything like Taco Bell or anything like that. And myself and my other group of friends were all playing racquetball, we're all sweating and everything else. I'm like, hey, our friend Adam is working at Taco Bell tonight. Let's go screw with him. So we jump into my van, we go taking off, we go driving 20 minutes to town or so, get to Taco Bell. I'm like, okay, everybody, stay quiet. So we go to the drive-thru, and he's working drive-thru. I'm like, perfect. He's like, hi, welcome to Taco Bell. What can I get for you? I'm like, yes, do you have spaghettis? I would like spaghettis. He's like, what? No, I was like, do you have blankets and salad dressing? I want salad dressing on top of spaghettis. He's like, it's like, Ken, is that you? Yeah. Looks like Twitch screwed up. Oh, look! Twitch says that the entire stream is unstable. No kidding. Your servers are dropping crap. Let's pick this. Hey, it's actually letting me report it. Yeah, Twitch server's like, hey, we're gonna crap on you for a second. You're telling us a little anecdote from your past. No, you're not gonna do that. So yeah, so like I said, basically my friend was working Taco Bell. Yeah, it's the Twitch servers just completely shit out on me. They sent me the warning like our servers are unstable right now. It's like, yeah, I know. I'm watching the stream just completely die and drop 2,000 frames. So we all pile in the car. My friend Adam's working at Taco Bell, and yeah. So it's like we pull up there, you know, and he's working drive-through, which is exactly what we want to have happen. So I was like, I tell everybody in the car to be quiet, and like in my van to be quiet. I'm like, do you have spaghettis? Yes, I want to have this spaghettis. He's like, no, we don't have spaghettis. I'm like, oh, okay, do you have blankets and salad? I want salad dressing on my spaghettis. He's like, Ken, is this you? I'm like, no, it is not me. It is I want spaghetti. He's like, pull through. It's like he caught on to me like real quick. So we go pulling up to the drive-thru window. He's just like yelling at us. But we went inside and bought like $30 worth of Taco Bell, which means like a billion tacos. So yeah, so he's just like leery the entire time because we're eating inside the restaurant. And he's just on nerve. He's like, okay, Ken was screwed with me already before. What's he gonna do now? But I played nice with him the rest of the shift. I'm like, I'll just let you be fine, man. I just want to mess with you on the drive-thru. See, Twitch did it towards the end of your stream last night. Yeah, Twitch servers just suck. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. They just decide to crap out during high traffic times. At least they actually gave me the ability to report it this time, which is unusual. Because usually lately they're like, hey, our servers are taking a nosedive. Sucks to be you. It's like they actually took out the ability to report problems for a long time because apparently they didn't want to admit that they have an issue. Because if you don't have an issue, you don't have to work on fixing it. Yeah. Can I get a pad thai enchilada and a beef stroganoff tostada? Yeah. Actually, one time ordering pad thai got me some action, which was kind of funny. I was with my girlfriend. We're in Boston and we go to a Thai restaurant. And, kind of know how to say certain words. Had my way with things there, so like I don't order in English. And she's just like, that was the hottest thing I've ever heard. I'm like, really? it's like, well, girl, I got a couple things to tell you then, because I am a polyglot. Things you should have known about me for now at this point, you know, having known me for like, you know, 7-8 years. We've known each other. Yeah, can I get one of the BIM caps? No, my favorite, though, was being in Missouri. Well, even here in Erie, Pennsylvania, people do this, too, because, I mean, people they don't have ramen, they have ramen. It's like, yeah, I love that ramen noodles. I'm like, what the hell is ramen? They're like, ramen. I'm like, you mean ramen? It's like, no, that's not how you say it. I'm like, oh god. It's like, do I correct them in English or in Japanese? What should I do? The other thing is they also have no concept of what Spanish is. So they will talk about they love their jalapenos and guacamole on their tostitas. And they're burritos. I've heard that too, a burrito. I'm like, you don't know a burrito? Yeah, Ramune? Yeah. Yeah, that'd be fun too. Ramune! No. I had to tell people that in Tucson too. It's like, that was another one that they had a problem with us. Yeah, when I lived in Tucson, it's like going grocery shopping. It's like, yep. It's like, where you going? G&L Imports. It's like Asian market. Like, aren't you gonna go to a grocery store? I'm like, I am. It's just not one that you're used to. Run by a little Japanese lady, and she was just thrilled that I would just have conversations with her in Japanese. Okay, it's like I'm very close at this point. Just need one more. There we go. Now, to be fair, linguistics is pretty hard. Especially, like, you trying to move from different pronunciations from Spanish, French, German, Japanese, you know, and other languages you go through there. Yeah, you gotta rethink your vowels and everything else, but, like, when you have something that's been in your area for a long time, there's no excuse for, like, not knowing how to say certain words, like, not pronunciation? Or is it aluminum or aluminium? Ooh. But there's certain words there that basically you should be able to know how to pronounce and say. Like, when I was living in Tucson, there's a road called Ajo. A-J-O. And people still call it, like, people like who live there, like, a Joe. It's like, no, it's Ajo. It's like, no, it's a Joe. I'm like, half my family lives in Mexico and speaks Spanish. I'm pretty sure I know what I'm saying. Yes, it's exactly what it is. There's a street named after garlic. So now we're on Dagobah. Where everything still tries to murder you. Pollo? Pollo, El Pollo Loco. Man, I miss those. Those are great. Okay, why are you not dying? I'm pretty sure you should be dying. There we go. Plasma kills everything. So on this stage, there is multiple, like elevations and parts to it. You can go low, you can go high. You really want to stay high because you need to get force powers. Like right now I have, like, something for Saber. What was it? Forgot how do you move it through. Don't have anything I can select right now at the moment, but you actually get your force power-ups this way. You have to, like, pick them up in order to get them for the rest of the game. It is crazy. Mind control. Heal! Elevation's kind of cool. Oh, this game just doesn't let up at all, ever. Final level isn't crazy. You fight like Darth Vader like 3 times. Find Yoda, we must. By the way, if you speak English by default and you want to learn Japanese and you're not sure how to put words in it, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Think like Yoda. Japanese language structure is exactly how Yoda talks. So, for example, a pen, like I have a pen. Japanese, you want to word it in your brain to basically say, like, a pen this is. You know, like, pen this is. It's like, without the whole Yoda thing there, so you wouldn't say it exactly with that accent, but basically you put the words in that order. You think like Yoda, and then you can pretty much, you know, you can get the whole language part down. You just have to know the rest of the words at that point, really, but it's all about changing around how you think about it. Killer goldfish on Dagobah. Let's see. Yes. It's like, how did Yoda survive any of this at all? Okay, see, this is where I call bull on this. You wish to become a Jedi. I have trained Jedi for 800 years. To become a Jedi takes the deepest committed patience and the most serious mind. Why am I talking like this? Well, you've caught me in a brief moment of sobriety. Like 20 minutes later, oh, Jedi do wish you become. Trained 800 years have I. It's like, that's it. It just basically explains Yoda. He's just trashed, which explains all his, like, you know, messing up all the order of language. It'd be great. You must feel the force around you everywhere. In my pants. By the way, for those of you who weren't around back during the late 90s when Star Wars was making a theatrical comeback with George Lucas's quote-unquote improvements, which we all thought were really cool at the time, and then we've realized with horror that he was replacing all the original versions with his screwed-up new enhanced versions, Taco Bell was running a promotion with Star Wars, tying it in for merchandising and so forth. And their promotion was, and I'm not making this up, Taco Bell Feel the Force. Which is probably something that would have happened after you ate their Death Star burrito, but people make jokes about getting diarrhea from eating Taco Bell already. You probably don't want to like associate yourself further with that, but nobody in marketing thought, this is a bad idea, we shouldn't do this. Like, no, this is the best idea ever. You know, like the Force, like use the Force. It's like, no. You didn't think this one through. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I remember that. I told my brother about that. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah, seriously. It was Taco Bell Feel the Force. You would after you ate there, but for now, hang tight here for a minute. I need to hit the restroom. We'll leave you with the Geeks playing. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had lost let the cat out too. Yes. Good old days. Okay, Demolition Man was just nothing but an advertisement for Taco Bell in the disguise of a film. Let's be real about that. Did I feel the force? No. Not really. Just the excruciating pain that my life is. Eat Taco Bell. Eat Arby's. Yes. Nihilist Arby's. Anti-motion. Don't remember that one. So I have slow down, saber deflect. I'm missing the best one of all, which is like where you throw your lightsaber. Kinda need that one for the end game. Yeah, that's right. I forgot that they changed. They did change that around for Europe and the UK. Was basically, yeah, they changed the Pizza Hut instead. Elevation. There we go. Hoping I'm not past it already, because like I really need to have Oh yeah, this game has lots of saber control. Perfect. Okay, good. Now I have it. Excellent. That's the one I was missing before. It's like, I need to have that one. That is going to come in very handy for the last boss fight. Yeah, this game definitely has a lot of slowdown. I gotta figure out how to get Game Genie codes to work on RetroArch. There's a way I just haven't used it in like a long time, so I've kind of forgotten. But yeah, there's, like I said, one of my favorite codes was basically infinite detonators, thermal detonators. It's like you just go crazy spamming that all over the place. Game Genie is so much fun. Pensu Kodewa. Kermit looks really different. So what happens, you don't make his rainbow connection. Oh no, I'm all the way back here? Yeah, that was dumb. I will say though, this game does not have very many voice samples, but the ones they do work really well. So a friend of mine contacted me today, is a lady I used to work with at a previous job. She's still with the company, which is fine, but she's like, yeah, so the client was like, they want us all to have laptops, like they're gonna buy us laptops, and they're said they want to give us like a 17 gigahertz dual-core processor computer. She's like, I'm pretty sure that doesn't exist. I'm like, you're correct, because that would be the fastest computer ever for a processor. It's like, that's not something that exists. So it's like more like 1.7 gigahertz would be more accurate. And for dual core, it's like they're trying to buy you guys like crappy like Chromebooks or what? She's like, oh no, it gets better because we need to have these computers because they want us to fly out to their facility in a certain state located in, let's say, California, for example, and do some training, but they don't have computers to train with. It's like, what? It's like, you guys have taken these people on as a client, they sound kind of crappy and shady. They want you to buy a Chromebook for training because they don't have any computers. It's like, that doesn't sound right. She's like, hey, as the check clears, I'll do it. I don't care. Yeah, so if I'm going to buy the ultimate computer for home, what I get today, be an Intel i9 9900 with a 1080 Ti GTX or GTX NVIDIA GTX 2080 Ti. Oh, it's a 1080. I'm like, nah, they have the 2080s now. Get it liquid cooled. Get as much RAM as I could throw into there. It's like I would go whole hog. It's like if my computer costs less than $4,000, I did it wrong. It's like get a computer that's like ultimate gaming computer that I wouldn't have to worry about upgrading for like a couple of years. It's actually kind of like what I plan on doing, like whenever I manage to get my back fixed, which is like looking to be never. Get employed, like one of my first paychecks I'm looking to spend eventually to be on a new computer. Alright, finally making progress. Then that happens. Okay, I must remember to save closer. There. And of course, if I'm like spending that much money on a new computer, I'd also like get a 4K monitor and, you know, 240 megahertz or 240 hertz, I should say. So I have like a 1080p right now, and it's a gaming monitor. It's not bad, but it's like you're gonna spend that money to like to do something that can do like, you know, theoretically like 8K output. You might as well get a better monitor. I'll just probably buy another gaming monitor. I mean, it's really nice having like super responsive. Alright, so let's save here. I'll run up to the boss. Okay, so Saber Dance Party doesn't do anything. Never knew I could jump into the water. And it's sporadic if it'll let you, really. There is one I'm missing, which is like freeze. Which basically, like, literally does that, like, freezes everybody on the screen, like in ice, which is kind of cool. Let's save here. We're making some progress on this fight at least. Yeah, it's like... It's a good question. I mean, she is a very durable woman. She's beautiful in her own way, which is not... And her way is the wrong way. Now, see, if it was like a horse or something, or a giant tauntaun, I would have said like Sarah Jessica Parker, but Rosie O'Donnell's a good fit. Yes. If you're the sort of person who thinks toxic waste dumps are a good place to vacation, or you've had severe head trauma. Snooki's not intelligent? What? No way. Now you're just messing with me, Ronnie. You're thinking like, wow, this has got to be close to the end of the game, right? No. We're about halfway through the game. Save states, abuse, and all. So it's like, you have to hit the nose, which is right next to his mouth, which is throwing out crap, and the mouth hurts you, too. Billy is the most humble person I have never met. But I've heard enough stories from my previous neighbor. For those of you who are unaware, Darcy Rutsky was my neighbor back in Michigan, the former bass player for the Smashing Pumpkins. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like, it still makes me go like, how did I beat this on the hardest difficulty? Easily. It's like... Darth Vader is actually a lot easier than this guy. This guy I remember always being a pain in the butt. Because he just got that huge hitbox for the damage for the mouth. And you have to take out his nose. See, Darth Vader is actually more of a pushover. Which is ironic. It's like, yeah, this is probably one of the harder bosses in the game. If you stopped spitting out all those caterpillar things, it'd be a lot easier, because I can just switch to plasma like this and just wreck them constantly, but... he still keeps throwing all those caterpillar things, so... which are really hard to hit. Unless you have your lightsaber out, which is a weaker weapon. I think this is just like the average day occurrence on Dagobah. Is like, oh yeah, let's go fight this monster things. Well, let me double jump all of a sudden. You see the problem? It's like plasma does do a lot more damage, but you just eat it on everything. And it's saved! Alright, great. Alright, we're doing good. So yeah, now we've lost all the power-ups. Yeah, and we're at the best art, of course. Innovation. Really wish I knew where Freeze was. So I have mind control. Reflection. I don't think it's down here, but... Okay, it's not down here. Oh, thermal detonator could have used that to clear the screen. Like that. Eat it, everybody. Okay. Basically, the game, like, I've noticed, like, will basically change trajectory a lot of times to make sure it runs into you. Or to drag you along. Oh, yeah, that's right. Allie had the flame. It's like, yeah, I'll use my plasma. No. No can do. Yay! Yeah. By the way, I'm only like halfway into the game. I'm sure he's forgotten by now the time I stole his girlfriend and robbed him. Literally shot him through one of the kidneys, and yeah, I'm sure he's forgotten. I mean, we all remember this part here from Bespin when you make it there, and, you know, Han has to deal with all the exploding robots trying to murder him. Janky platforms. Okay, this looks like a good, safe place to save. Originally I was gonna think like, I'll do it without the save states. It's like, screw that. We're doing it with the emulator. We're doing it live. I don't know, but this seems like very, like, it's gotta be violating some kind of, like, OSHA laws or something about public safety. It's like, why is it so hard to get from the heliport? Like, why does everyone keep dying from getting from the heliport to our main hub? Well, we have all those crazy platforms and auto guns you installed. Robot grenade chuckers. Let's like farm some life out of this. Not gonna come out to play anymore? Monster closets. It's like, welcome to Bespin, everything wants you dead. It's like, seriously. Oh, come on. Detonator, it's like, no, we're gonna start eating your input for jumps, which does happen a lot in this game. With all the slowdown going on, you better believe it. Really need a blaster power up. Get out of my way, I need these freaking grenades, assholes. Come on, let me go. Okay, let's try saving here. So these things unfortunately shoot ion blasts, which are pretty strong. Real fair. Oh, hey. Thank you for catching up to me. There we go. Alright. Low health, but we're getting somewhere. It's like got a better weapon finally. BFG 9000 would definitely improve situation. Okay, so it looks like it's not going to give me any more you know, more gun power-ups. But I'm full on health and everything else, which is great. So I just went backwards. Yeah, you finally figured out what the BFG means. Oh, big fun gun, right? Yeah. Sure, we'll go with that. IG-88. Come on! This kid like pushed me right back into that stupid crusher. I love when it does that. Game's like, we're gonna follow around the projectiles on the screen. It's like, no, please don't. Not on my behalf. It's like I'm trying to roll and the game, as it slows down, it eats your inputs, so it does not help. Okay, so bombs seem to be doing some pretty good damage, so we just gotta get it lined up. So like, okay, maybe I can go back and farm some more upgrades or health. Nope. So I was like, where would it start me at? Back here, okay. Alright. Check something out real quick. Alright, let's see something here. Gotta figure out how to do this. Don't think it's gonna work here. I'm trying to see if I can put in like a Game Genie code. Last days tomorrow, that sucks. But I mean, like I said, it's both good and bad, but money never came through from management. Boo. Alright, let's see. Let's try it this way. There's a dash in there. I'm not sure if it needs to be in as well. Let's try this. Let's see. That's underscore. Haha, okay. So to put in Game Genie codes, you actually have to put in the dash. So, what did I put in? Infinite thermal detonators. Just for grins and giggles. Mostly me grinning and giggling and destroying everything. Let's also continue with 100 lives on Jedi, good lord. Let's see. Keep gun power-ups after dying, that's a nice one. And then also the codes like start on certain levels. Awesome. Oh no, here comes the boss! Get wrecked. Oh look, I beat the boss in a fair fight. Amazing. Something is wrong here. Well, no kidding. We've just been shot at constantly. My girlfriend's a little slow. So we all know Wookiees are known for their spinning abilities. Once again, fairly certain this is a massive OSHA violation. Okay, must remember not to hit X. Yeah, I have no idea. It's like how I was able to beat this game, like I said, on Jedi, and the hardest difficulty. I'm playing on normal right now. And somehow as a kid, my brother and I got good enough at this game to be able to, you know, kick its butt on Jedi, which is crazy. Yes, alright. New blaster power. It's like, there's certain, like, choke points that are, like, really hard. But then you get to like other parts, like with Chewie here, it's actually not too bad, but it's just that certain times it just ramps up way too hard. Everything must die! Including me! Yeah, that's what I've always wondered too. It's like, really? You haven't shot that gun all the way till then? But I mean, it's like... But already, though, we already know that, like, The Force Awakens is just... It was just A New Hope Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. It literally was the first movie remade. And some people get upset by that. Like I said, usually it's like people who just don't understand how things work. It's like it literally was the first movie redone. Complete with a Death Star. At least Harrison Ford finally got his wish, though. I mean, he wanted Han Solo to die back in Empire Strikes Back. They're like, no, we ain't having that. That one was actually a legitimate one. Yep. Got some new frames. After like 3 days, but... So did you manage to find more, or are you still looking for more frames to find? Oh well. Ugh, my hands have had enough for abuse for today. Still looking, searching because the length of time is a little higher than the curve applied out. Makes sense. What thanks for hanging out, everybody. It was fun to play through today. I was hoping to not have to use Game Genie codes, but holy crap, like I said, I'm just in awe that I used to be able to just beat this game into submission somehow. But of course, you know, shoutouts to Nimix, Hold Your Fire, Ronnie, the Morgue showed up. Let's see, scrolling up through chat, T. Wallace, who else? There are some other people who came through I've never seen before. Cloud Strife, You Were One, and I think somebody else said something too. Mollusk showed up too. And anybody else I may be missing, because it does chat, you know, chat does have a life to it there. It's all good. Yeah, next time I play it on hard. Yeah, no. Next time, basically try to pick up and keep playing without having to use Game Genie codes. But I will not be streaming tomorrow, but I do normally stream at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you don't know when that is, just type into Google and it will tell you for wherever you are in the world. You can also check me out on Twitter at Wursel555, where I always post up what I'll be streaming, and or if I need to cancel for health or different reasons have come up. So, let's see, Friday the 6th I'll be taking off. I'll be back on Saturday the 7th. And maybe we'll keep playing this. May play something else for a day or two. But I would like to eventually finally get back through this impossibly nonsense game and finish it up. So thanks for hanging out, and hopefully see you guys next time.